Well, hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back. Listen, we got to talk about Belle Collective. I want to definitely get into that. So let me go ahead and pull up my notes. Please make sure that you guys are coming into the video. You are indeed liking up the video and you subscribing to the channel and it's on P. Okay, so let's get into some things. All right. The Collective, it is divided. Y'all know at the reunion last season, we saw where Latrice got into it with Letitia and Miss Marie. Okay. So she got into it with those ladies. She felt like she was damn near about to get jumped by them women. Okay. So things have been a bit divided. You know, Tambra has not been in a good place with either of those women as well. Akeisha sat on that platform and she heavily, okay, was going to bat for Gucci and stuff. So girl, it's just been a mess. Okay. The ladies are divided at this time. So what Akeisha is planning on doing is she's trying to have a collective correction. I guess sit down so they can get all on one accord and everybody can work on their issues. Okay. But we'll see. We'll get into that at a later time. But Akeisha, she is working on some things. We did see where she has a new office that she's building out. She said that she and her family had to pack up and move back north because that is where Willie wanted his family to be. But because she wants to continue to be on this show and she has some family that's, you know, from the area, she is continuing to come back and forth. Okay. She also got an approval for a building or a spot over there on Ferry Street. So she's working on that. Okay. So congratulations to Miss Akeisha on that. Sophia does stop by because you know she got her office and stuff. So Sophia stops by to check on her and stuff. Sophia says she's looking for an office too. So maybe they can like share offices together. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, girl. But anywho, child. So Sophia does speak on whether she spoke to some of the Bells. Okay, she talks about that. She refers to Selena as that lady. Child, I'm like, not y'all. I don't want to say her name, calling her everything but her name. Anywho, she talks about Tambra being subpoenaed to go into the courts and testify against her. Girl, what that sound like? Ashley Darby and Monique now. Now, listen, I am here for Tambra going in and testifying. And honestly, she ain't even got to testify for real, for real. You just look at the damn footage. Okay? It is what it is. All right. So Akeisha says that she wants to do a collective correction. They're gonna do that, figure that out. So with Sophia learning that Miss Tambra is going to be subpoenaed to testify against her, she now has a problem with her. Not only does she have an issue with Selena, have an issue with Latrice inviting Selena, she now has an issue with Tambra. So further dividing the collective at this time. So we'll get into that later when they have their talk. But Letitia and Mr. Glenn, they trying to sell their old house, okay? So right now they're working on doing some upgrades and stuff in hopes of getting the house sold. Now let me say this. Letitia's hair was given. Her makeup in this scene, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She looked really nice. Really, really nice in this scene. I said, okay, she done stepped it up. She done went and got her a hair person, makeup person. She looks great. Now, the confessional with the red look, absolutely not. Okay, no, ma'am. I did not like the red outfit. I did not like the hair with the bangs. That was a no go for me. Now, when she had the white on, I thought she looked nice with that one. Okay, I thought she looked nice with that one. Anywho, she and Glenn talk about getting the house ready, and she's working on this time crunch. She trying to get the ball moving on trying to get this house sold. I don't blame her. She wants him to hire some help. He like, I could do it. She feel like, hey, bro, you dragging your feet and stuff, okay? So you need to listen. We need to get the ball rolling. He also wants to talk about her not having time for him again. He feels like he needs the time to get to know the new Letitia and stuff. So he's still feeling a way about that. She don't want to talk about that. She want to talk about the bills, okay? So she brings up the collective correction and stuff, and you know the ladies, or at least Akeisha, inviting her to it so they can sort out their issues and stuff. So she talks about that. She says that she wants to talk to the girls, especially Latrice, because she does miss the friendship that they have. Okay, child, this gonna be interesting. I hope Latrice honestly doesn't go back immediately or so quickly to being a friend to Letitia, because you was wrong for how you came at that lady, telling her that she was jealous or whatever the case was. Like, you was doing a little too much. But hopefully we can see y'all work on progression and stuff. But Don't move too quick with her. All right. Now let's get to Latrice and Selena, because y'all know Latrice is working on her new bar and grill. Her and her husband. It's called Taste. I feel like it's open now. If not, I feel like her grand opening or something may be coming up. I don't know. I thought I saw a video or something where she got the ball rolling on that. But anywho, Selena is going to be her bar manager, and Selena lets us know that she got her hand in multiple pots, honey. She's working on all kind of stuff. Not only that, she got 4 kids, 6 grandkids, and she's also engaged. Okay, so Selena, like, I got a lot I'm working with over here, and I'm about to add something else to my plate. Okay, so that's what she got going on. Now Latrice is talking to her, and she like, girl, listen, I want to bring you around the ladies, but I don't really know how this gonna really work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how to maneuver, how we supposed to be doing that, especially being the fact that I don't fuck with them hoes. Like, I'm not fucking with not a single one of them bitches except for Tambra. It's giving whack to me. Okay. And so Selena was like, well, what she want? Like, what y'all supposed to be doing? She was like, oh, we're supposed to be doing like a collective correction or whatever. She was like, well, I think that'd be a good thing for you to do. Okay. You should go. Y'all should talk, sort out your issues, and move forward from there. Period. Now, of course, they do talk about Gucci. Okay, and we learned that she ended up having a no contact order or something. So I guess her and Gucci cannot be in contact in any shape or form. So with that being in place, I'm like, are they ever gonna cross paths while they're on this show? That's what I'm wondering. And now that she's officially on this show, once it becomes the reunion time, is this situation going to, like, is the no contact order going to be expired by the time of the reunion? Are y'all going to still have them both there, but when one is on the stage, the other is not, and then the other is in her room? When, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all on one side of the building, the other? Like, how are y'all gonna do that? Is what I'm wondering. But anywho, I'm glad to see Miss Selena return. I think Selena fits pretty well for the most part with the Bells. I like Selena until I don't. Until she give me a reason to not like her, that's where we are. Okay. But right now, I'm liking Selena. I'm liking Selena. I'm loving the fact that she's back on TV, and I really feel like she fits right on over with the Bells. It makes sense, okay? It makes Gucci and JJ's storyline that much more better in a sense, okay? So I like it. What else we got? Marie. We can talk about Marie, because Marie, first of all, her confessional outfit was a absolutely not. It was an absolutely not as well. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. I just, anyway, girl, it don't matter. It wasn't given. Anywho, so she meets up with her cousins, and what we learned is that one of her cousins, Sue, is having a party. So she's gonna be throwing a party for her birthday or whatever it's for. And they have another cousin named Netta, I believe, who isn't too fond of Marie at this time and doesn't want her there. Okay. And Marie is taken back because she's like, what the hell did I do to Netta? Like, let's go have a sit down, because I'm confused on why she mad at me when all I've ever done was put her in position. Miss Ma'am was a stripper at one point, and I brought her into what I was doing, and I changed her fucking life. What did I do? Why is she mad at me? Okay, so she's a little confused. So one of the cousins, who I believe her name was Sue, had to let her know. Not sure of the cousin's name, but she had to let her know, like, girl, sometimes, you be looking down on us. You do. You be looking down on us. You be trying to treat us like we ain't SHI, girl. You be really operating like you embarrassed by us, and I don't really like that. We don't like that. And you must have did that to Netta recently, and that's why Netta not really fucking with you, because you really be treating her like she just can't get right or whatever, and everything that she do is just like wrong or something. So we don't like that. And Marie is just like, but girl, why y'all want to do me like that when I've put y'all in position? I don't look down at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't see y'all as no embarrassment or nothing. Like, girl, I put y'all in, like, how long have y'all been working for me? So one of them says like about 15 years. So she says she always tries to bring her family in on what she has going on when it comes to her job and stuff. So she got them working for her, and they've been working for her for a few years. So my question is this: are you also paying them well? Are you paying them very well? Is what I'm wondering. Okay, maybe because it's family, people be feeling like they don't gotta pay people as much. But you out here living lavish and got your coins and stuff, and I understand because you created all of these facilities and these businesses. But is you paying them a decent wage? Is what I'm wondering. But anywho, Marie says that she feels stuck, that her family is like stuck in a rut, and they really trying to blame her for their shortcomings in so many words. I feel like two things could be true in all honesty. I feel like just because Marie has put them in position to have, a job or whatever the case is, right? although she may have helped them, doesn't mean that she doesn't look down on them. Hell, she may look down on them even more, considering the fact that she is the one that helped them and put them in position, and they wouldn't have some of the things they do have if it wasn't for her. That's very possible. But then it's also possible that y'all are stuck in a rut. Okay, y'all are in y'all feelings about something that she may not have done, and that could be on y'all. So I feel like two things could be true at the same damn time. All right. But Marie, I will say I don't think your family is fully lying. I feel like you have shown up like that with them, in my opinion, especially the way that you introduced yourself on the first season of Belle Collective. You came in with that type of attitude like you're better than everybody else. So I definitely see where you make sure that your cousins know that they are employees. Period. Okay. So that's just how I feel about that, girl. That's just how I feel about that. But anywho, honey, let's keep going. Okay. Her cousin says, listen, at the end of the day, I just want you to consider our feelings sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And not just your own feelings. Like, consider how we may feel about stuff too. So there's that. Let's get to this collective correction that Marie wasn't even able to come to because she was opening up another facility or something. So she wasn't there. So Latrice says that she's so proud of Akeisha and her new venture. Keep that in mind. Remember that. Remember what she said. Latrice says she's so proud of Akeisha and her new venture. All right, let's keep going. Because once they get ready for the correction, the collective correction, she gives them a tour of her new spot. So she's kind of opening up her own, I guess, like restaurant or something like that. Her little, I'm going to say eatery or whatever she's doing. So she's opening up her own spot. And of course, it's like raw. It's very well raw. I don't think she good at anything. They haven't started any work. So she was just explaining to them what her idea was as she led them outside to go to, to have a sit down. Okay. And Letitia speaks first on Missing Latrice. And Latrice says, girl, listen, honey, we could kumbaya all day. We could do that all day and we could chit chat in each other's faces. But guess what we're going to do? Because we always do it. We're going to leave this event. We're going to get on the phone with the other person and we're going to start talking shit about the people that we just sat and kikied with. That's what we're going to do. And Akeisha going to sit up there and try and say that that's not true. She never sits on the phone worried about anybody else and what they got going on or their husband or whatever. Akeisha, baby, I really like you, but I need you to stop playing. I need you to stop playing. We've caught you on camera having conversations with Gucci about other folks and stuff. So don't do that. If you on camera doing it, we know you on the phone doing it too. So stop all that. Stop acting like you're above it. That's where you're going to make the fans stop liking you. I mean, well, hell, someone about don't like you anyway. Well, let me speak for myself. I like you. Okay? But that's where you're going to make me be sideways at you. Okay? Don't act like you above it. All y'all Bells is a piece of messy, okay? Now, Akeisha brings up Letitia and Glenn, okay? So, first of all, they just talking and stuff. And then Akeisha, I got my own family to deal with, and I got this and I got that, or whatever the case is. And then Akeisha brings up Letitia and Glenn trying to set up Akeisha's husband by having a woman hopping her in his DMs. And she heard that from Latrice. Now, Letitia says, no, that's not true. How am I going to even get in contact with your husband? Yada, yada, all this other stuff. Let me tell y'all something. I believe everything that Latrice told Akeisha. I do not believe Latrice is lying. I feel like when it was Mad Day and Letitia and Akeisha weren't fully getting along, I feel like because Akeisha likes to act like she's above it or she may be a bit more perfect or whatever than other people. And not only that, when y'all weren't getting along, primarily because I know it was an incident that happened with like her brunch or something that went down. But anywho, when they weren't getting along, I feel like, in my opinion, that Letitia and Glenn did come up with some type of plot. Now, until something shows itself later this season to change my thoughts on that, in this moment, I believe Latrice was not lying when that happened. Okay? It's just that simple. So, yeah. Now, Tambra speaks with Gucci. Gucci's talking about Selena being her assailant and how Gucci is pretty much teaming up with the assailant. She says she doesn't like that Tambra is testifying against her. She said, you didn't want nobody in your family mess. You ain't want Marie all in your family mess, but here you are in my family mess. You ain't even letting us work it out. And it's like, girl, you ain't even trying to work it out with her for real. You ain't even trying to work it out with, what's this lady name over here? Miss Selena. You taking the lady to court. So I guess you mean work it out as far as the courts are concerned. Okay. I guess that's what you mean. But anywho, so Tambra says that she wasn't in their mess, okay? She said, girl, I wasn't even in y'all mess, baby. I was minding my business. Y'all two started doing y'all thing, and it was in front of me, and I just witnessed it. Like, it is what it is. And for the record, girl, I got a call from a prominent attorney, okay? And I'm also a prominent person in the city. All right? This man is cool with my family, so if he calls me, I am going to answer. If he asks me to do something, I'm going to do it. Period, okay? Because he's prominent, and I'm prominent as well. And it sounded like she was saying I don't need to be subpoenaed by him because it was just a call and I'm gonna do that anyway, right? But at the same time, it seems like Tambra was trying to make the excuse of because he's a prominent person is the reason that I'm following through with testifying against you instead of keeping it a book and saying that I witnessed what I witnessed. I feel like you were not 100% right in the situation. Therefore, Selena asked me to testify for her, so I'm going to do it. Period. So maybe if Gucci would have asked her to testify, maybe she would have did it for Gucci. I don't know. But I just felt like Tambra in that particular moment wasn't fully keeping it a buck, is what it sounded like. It sounded like you was just leaning on the fact that you're a prominent person. And because both of y'all prominent, the attorney and you is the reason why you did it. That don't make sense. But okay, girl. So Akeisha says, if you were both bothered, or at least if Gucci was bothered by Sophia being at the courthouse or whatever and testifying or whatever, then she should have went ahead and told her that. She shouldn't have just been harboring no feelings and then doing whatever she want to do. Okay, because it only makes it worse. You should have nipped it in the bud when it happened. Okay, like Miss Tisha had to nip Miss old girl in the bud. She gave her one good time and then she had to catch her that second one. Okay, but anywho, that's what Akeisha was pretty much saying. And Gucci accepted that. Miss Sophia accepted that. And she was like, you're right. I should have told you. Okay, cool. And Tambra said, yeah, and let me tell you, girl, it was never my intention to hurt you. Like, I'm never out here trying to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to tell the truth of what it was. That's it. Okay? This ain't Ashley Darby. Okay? Because I hate your stinking guts. Like, this ain't that. It is what it is, all right? Now, Gucci says that she wanted to address Latrice at this point, and she's like, listen, girl, when I had pulled up to the event, I pulled up right behind Selena, and I was shook, and I was like, oh, my God. She here? So this is giving messy because you did this on purpose, Miss Latrice. You invited this woman on purpose, but see, it never made sense. What was the beef for real? Because wasn't you just at this lady's baby shower, and y'all ain't really had no issues for real? I thought. So for you to feel a way about, like, what was, I mean, something was missing. I didn't understand because y'all was just fine and then now all of a sudden y'all not fine. See, what is given is that you felt the way in what I want to believe, okay, right, Sophia? You felt the way that she was at this event because you must have knew that she was becoming a part of the show. And because you weren't a part of DD4L, a part of that, I forgot what it was called, the dance show. Maybe you wanted to have this thing to be your own. And to see that she's kind of intruding on your space, I think you got offended by that. I don't think you thought Latrice brought her there to attack you, high key. I think you just felt the way about her being a part of the show. So I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. But anywho, she told her she felt like Latrice set it up. And Latrice was like, nah, she didn't feel that way. Latrice was like, those were not her intentions. She was just inviting her friends. She didn't think that something was really finna go down between them. And even Selena tried to speak to Gucci, and Gucci was the one that was acting funny. Okay? You was the one that was acting funny right out the gate. And then Selena said something to you, and then you ran up on Selena. You even threw your own glasses off your own damn head and ran up on that lady like you was finna hit her. Okay, now I can see if you were standing where you were, and like I always say, if she was standing where she was talking her stuff, and Selena walked up on her and hit her, you wrong, right? But you ran up on that lady like you was finna hit her, so then that was a threat. Okay, it is what it is. So, Akeisha, what ended up happening? I think they talked about, Gucci was saying something about Latrice did send her a message to let her know, like, hey, whatever you thought it wasn't. And Miss Sophia said, well, I was still in my feelings. So because I was still in my feelings, I didn't even respond to her. And then Latrice said she surely didn't. But what she did do was take a screenshot thinking she was sending it to somebody else, but she sent it back to me. So then here go Akeisha again. Well, see, she sent it to you. Now, she ain't sending it to me. Then, like, you still trying to excuse yourself as if you don't be listening and participate in some of the conversations. Stop that. Only for you to contradict yourself a second later by saying that you felt like what Latrice was going through was a situation that involved all of y'all. It was something that all of y'all were dealing with. Girl, what? It was not involving something. It was not something that all of y'all were dealing with. It was something that you put yourself into. Right or wrong, you put yourself into it, but then you trying to still sit up here and act like you don't be participating or being a part of the conversations when you do. In order for it to be something that all of y'all was a part of, or something all of y'all was dealing with, you had to put yourself in the mix, in my opinion. But anyway, Latrice says that y'all feeling the same way y'all feel about Tambra supporting Selena. It's the same way I felt when all of y'all tried to kind of gang up on me when I think it was like her and Letitia situation or whatever. And that's when Tambra was like, "Oh no, see, your situation was different because it was something all of us was dealing with." I said, "How you come to that?" No, it wasn't. Okay, stop that. Latrice was confused though. Akeisha was saying, well, basically what it was like the interactions with you and your husband. A lot of the ladies had things to say about it, so that's what we wanted to get into. And Latrice was like, well, I'm confused on the interactions that you're talking about. Can somebody enlighten me? And it's like, Latrice, baby, don't play dance. Let's not play dance here. There were markings on your bodies, on your body. I will be honest. I even saw that. Now, I'm not saying that was something Cliff did because I don't know, but I understand why one would want to question that. This man literally snatched you up, took you outside, could have sworn he called you out your name and went off on you for going to a bar with Joshy, and then feeling like Joshy disrespected him. In addition to that, you have talked mad shit about your husband to Joshy, but it's stuff that you won't even say to your husband because I guess you feel that you can't. And so Joshy says it on your behalf, and then he's the one that's in trouble for it and gets the slack for it, and you let your man sit on that stage and slick disrespect him just a little piece. So let's not play dance, ma'am. You know the interactions that people are referring to. You know so much of the interactions because you've confided in Joshy about this shit. Okay? So stop that. Don't do that now. Okay? Anywho, Akeisha asked her to tell them what they did because she doesn't interject herself in other people's marriage, right? I understand if like when Akeisha wanted her to name in particular the things that they may have done to like overstep their boundaries with her, and Latrice was just ready to kind of move on. I don't think it's that she was ready to move on. I think that she couldn't recall everything at that time. I don't think Latrice is always quick on her feet, and I understand, that I would have told her, okay, I can't think of everything right now, but give me some time. And we'll revisit this moment, and I'll let you all know exactly the moments so that we can address every single thing accordingly. But to sit up here and ask me what were the things that we did, or whatever, like as if you just didn't do anything. Yeah, no, I don't like that. But I'll get back to you on that. And I don't think she should be passive about it and just let it go. Get back to her. If you can't think of it right now, that's okay. Get back to her. Anywho, Letitia trying to save her coins and this platform, honey, making sure the ladies all know how instrumental they've been to her success, how important they are when it comes to the Belle Collective, because she needs this show. And she's over here trying to advocate. Let me tell y'all, it's coming off like the producer said, y'all better get it together or somebody gonna have to go. Or we gonna have to shake the cast up. Either y'all get it together or the cast gonna get shook up one way or another. Y'all finna get shook. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Now later on, we do see where Latrice goes to see Dr. Antoinette, and I'm so happy Dr. Antoinette is back. I miss Dr. Antoinette. I didn't want her to really leave. I don't think I did the first part of like the season 1, and I always figured she could come back at any moment. But I'm glad that she's back now. Dr. Antoinette, I will tell you this: I don't think that you should be throwing shade at women that you do not know. Now, if you got shade for Letitia, you got shade for Marie, I understand that. But you don't even know Akeisha, so I would say not to throw no shade her way. Okay? I don't even know if you really know Sophia. Even though Sophia is from that area, you might know her. I don't know. You may have an experience with her, but I think that you should be a bit on reserve. I don't think you should only take Latrice's side of things. I think you should be a little bit like Bronwyn on Salt Lake City. Like, I hear you, girl. I hear you, mamas. Okay? I understand what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. However, I'm going to reserve my opinion. I'm going to get to know the ladies for myself. Okay? Latrice sits up there and starts speaking about and start throwing shade at Akeisha about her not having financing and not even having keys to the building. So she's throwing shade at Akeisha, which I don't think is nice, but you was just in the confessional talking about how you're really proud and happy for her. Now, you know, as soon as somebody was to throw shade about your stuff and you and your taste bar and grill, you were getting your feelings about that. Okay. So I don't think that was really necessary. I don't think you needed to throw extra salt on her, to explain to Dr. Antoinette who she is. I don't think that was cool, but that's just my opinion. But either way, I'm glad Dr. Antoinette is back. She says that she is not fond of Letitia ever since Letitia tried to play her out as though she was over there flirting with her man. She said she's been mad about it for 4 years. Well, I'm going to give you a little piece of this year to let her have it about it. But then after that, I don't want to hear it no more. Okay? That's that. All right? In addition to that, what I love that she said is I'm going to always choose my business over being with the Bells because I lose money being in rooms with them. BITCH. Put that on the shirt. I lose money being in rooms with you hoes. Make no mistake about it. Okay, meanwhile, you walking into the room with the hoes. Okay, girl? Meanwhile, you walking into the room with the ladies as you walk back onto the season, but I ain't mad at it, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with maximizing on the coins, getting coins from different directions. I'm here for it, okay? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on the latest episode of Belle Collective. The ladies are back. I'm happy that they are back. And that's all that I have at this time. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind, knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive, I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.